Oh. Day number 2.
Good morning. I'm Jane.
I'm Van, Backyard Carpenters.
Baby Boomers can do.
Alright, this is day number 2 on this project. Yesterday we got everything ripped down. Today we got to spray this down because it's got a lot of black mold and mildew and all kind of stuff. So we're going to get started and we'll show you what we're doing every once in a while. Now this is my workshop where I've already got everything set up. I got the first stringer of what was left of the first stringer. Now I get ready to map it out and then cut it out. And I'll be using this D-handled worm drive. It's called a D-handled worm drive, very powerful circular saw. And notice that it actually says skill saw, and that's what most people call circular saws, a skill saw, because that's a brand name. So this is my setup. There's all my lumber. Alright, what I'm doing is with this rotten stringer, I'm starting to map it out. And I'm going to use the old one, make sure I got it lined up. I'm going to use the old one as my pattern. Alright, so some days I can just kind of spark the lines and then I'm going to have to correct them with my L-square. This is in pretty bad shape. So I'm just going along here, marking, and then I'm going to use my worm drive, D-handled circular saw. Alright, that's about as far as I can do with this, so I'll show you more in a minute. Alright, now that I'm plugged up, time to cut this out using the D-handle worm drive circular saw. Next step is to cut these little blocks out with a saber saw. Get my gloves back on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. What Jane is tediously doing is removing all these nails out of these spindles because we're going to recycle the spindles, but she's having to remove all the nails. That's what she's doing. Let me show you what this looks like over here. This is the first stringer. Alright, that's what it looks like. And so we realized that the step's going to be about this last step. These are 7, right, and that's going to be about 6. So that's what it's going to look like. The Backyard Carpenter Jane has done her very first Bondo. Look at that! Look at that! Now it can be lightly sanded. See, she did it. So she mixed the 2 parts together. This is Bondo for carpentry. Okay, most people think Bondo is for vehicles, but and she's already painted over and it looks fantastic. Now what we're going on top of that is one of these. Alright, so let's go around and let me show you. I always like to show when we mess up. Let me show you. So I'm cutting out this last stringer, the 3rd stringer, using that very powerful D-handle worm drive circular saw. And wait for it, here we go. I didn't even feel it when I went through it. I didn't even feel that. I mean, that saw went through it like it was nothing. So it's just rolled on by and cut through, and I didn't, like I said, it's such a powerful saw, I didn't even feel it. Oh well, we like to show you, well, Jane says to show you the mistakes I make because she don't make any. Okay, we got the stringers up, made sure everything was level. perpendicular, although it's not a word according to Jane, and got our post in. The problem with the post is we started digging and hit concrete immediately. So we've put them as far in the ground as we can, and we screwed them to the stringers, and now Jane is starting to put the steps up. So I'm going to keep bringing her steps so that she can be screwing them in place. But this is where we got to at this. As Jane walks down the new and improved steps, we can't see each other.
No, we can't.
Now, there we go.
Should I go back up the steps?
Yeah, get on back up the steps.
Okay.
And there you go. Alright, so we got as far as we can today. Today's my teaching day, so I got to head on and start teaching tonight. But we got all the steps up and all the way back to the landing, the rail, and then the banisters and the top cap. And we went ahead and planted the 4 floors in place, and we cut those aside when we whatever measurement we need.
He's
Anyway,
tired.
I'm tired. So until day 3.
See ya.
Oh, I'm Van, backyard carpenter. She's Jane.
I'm Jane. Baby Boomer's Candy.
All right.